Okay, getting the first pick. Oh, get 3, Pyro, get 3 with the...
Blade Kid putting on a clinic. Whole team's down. Oh!
Experience tranquility.
Let's drop the beat.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Beat Drop. Back in season 5, we had some issues there in stage 1, but we are back and bringing you from the Discord tier. Praxis, say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
I will be running the show tonight. My name's Captain Jack, joined by Gizmo Charmander as one of our other interviewers for the evening. Gizmo, what do you do for Tranquility?
Oh, right now I was playing on Paradise till stage 1 was over, so I'm been a caster for since season 3. I didn't cast last season, but me and you have been running the show on the beautiful Wednesday nights that get pre-recorded.
Those trance matches have been good. They have been good.
I also hold the beautiful record of capping the whole first point of Havana against Comets last season. So nice little back cap that I think a lot of people like to bring up. But it's not about me tonight. It's not about me tonight.
No,
it's
it
about
is not. No, it is not. The team we have joining us tonight is Praxis. Stage 1 finished the stage with 3-2 win-loss ratio, currently undefeated in stage 2 right now. And we're just going to go down the line and have these teammates introduce themselves. I want you to go ahead and give your name, your position on the team, and your favorite voice line. So, Mammoth Gamer, why don't you start us off?
Yeah. So, my name is Mammoth Gamer. I'm the GM and coach of Team Praxis.
And
my favorite voice line?
Yeah, your favorite voice line.
It's probably, and they say. Yeah.
Oh boy, one of them.
That is a good one. How about you, Deegan?
My name is Deegan. I am a main support and player coach for Praxis. I help with some VODs and stuff, and my favorite voice line has got to be "Have some loose COOs."
Very nice, very nice. All right, next.
Okay. Yeah, I am Baki. I'm the main tank and new team captain. And my favorite voice line is "How embarrassing" from the monkey.
How embarrassing.
Perfect for every situation.
All right, Tarakton.
Well, I am the real main tank here. I play Reinhardt mostly. I'm a brawl specialist, and I'm the local quesadilla assist.
And what's your favorite voice line?
Well, I don't have favorite because I don't hear, but it's probably hammer down.
I mean, hey, that always sends chills up my spine, so I'll take that one. All right, and last but certainly not least.
He's the least.
Hi, I'm DNA. I got a weird name to pronounce. It's very nice. I'm the off tank for Praxis. I like eating grabs. I always get hungry.
Nom nom nom.
And what's it called? My favorite voice line?
Yep.
Would have to be have some Lucio O's.
That is
it
a
does
good
make
one.
me hungry. It makes me hungry.
For all those grabs, right?
Yeah.
All right. So as you can see, we are a little short on players tonight. Mammoth, who are we missing from your team?
currently we're missing Aster as we call her, but her name on the roster is Morning Glory, and we're also missing Woody, who had to go because of time.
Okay. Well, we definitely appreciate you all being here. I know that scheduling, especially with school and stuff starting, has definitely been an issue for a lot of
Yeah,
teams,
100.
and we appreciate you all taking the time out to engage with us. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our questions for tonight. Why don't you tell us about how your team was created? Praxis is a new team to Season 5, but some of you seem to have been around here for a while. So, how did Praxis come to be?
Oof, all right. It's kind of a really, really long story, to be honest, because
We got time.
Um,
We got all the time.
The way it started out, at least for me and for like everybody else here, is there was another GM, there was another player slash DM slash owner, and Blur actually from Otaku. He actually asked me if he could help out coaching this team. So I'm like, okay, because at the time I quit playing the game, so I was kind of just bored. So I was like, yeah, I could coach a team. So I came in, coach, and then kind of just like stuck with the current roster, and then over time we just started like transitioning to the roster that I liked, and then we're kind of just here to where we are now.
Oh, so you weren't here when the team was actually formed for Season 5 then?
Yeah, no, actually, I was the reason why we're in Trank in the first place, because we were in
okay.
GGNA actually as like a warm up to practice for Trank, and then that's how we basically got our roster filled out. We basically used GGNA as like a tryout. So like players like Baki was on the roster at the time, for example, and same thing with players like Morning Glory slash Aster, who was on the roster at the time. So we kind of just used that to just filter out players. Tarak was there at the time, I think, too. Yeah.
All right. Gizmo, why don't you go ahead and take the next question, since Mammoth is also a coach for this team.
All right. So, as all coaches like to see is improvement, who do you feel has been the most improved player so far this season for your team?
Oh, that one is so tough because I don't want to be rude to anybody here. It's really close between a lot of people. As of now, I would have to say it's like between Deegan or Baki right now, because like Deegan came in as a gold slash plat player for the team, and over time he just proved that SR doesn't really matter. Like he has the game sense, he has the knowledge, and because of that, we made him like a player coach onto the team, where he coaches basically the team in game. He's the in game leader.
Wow.
He basically just tells everybody what to do when I'm not there too. He's like kind of an assistant coach, honestly. But yeah, I would say either Baki or Deacon at the current moment.
Gotcha. And I guess we should note the fact that you all are watching just some arcade games. Praxis has yet to make their way to a feature match, unfortunately, due to the massive amount of teams that we have in Stage 5, but or Season 5 rather. But I would regret to say if we won't be seeing Praxis in the playoffs, so be sure to stay tuned for their action. But they're just going to be goofing around for your enjoyment, so just keep an eye on that screen to see who ends up coming out on top of this Mario Party mode they're playing around in. So, I would now like to point our questions more to the players of the team, starting with Deegan.
Yes.
How would you say that as a player you have grown during your time on Praxis?
So yeah, like Moth was saying earlier, my biggest thing was sort of just my climb through like SR and like my struggles with that. So it was especially hard to find a trial. So personally, what I've been improving on a lot has been sort of the mechanics that have been holding me back, and joining Praxis has helped me sort of establish an environment where I can work on mechanics while still benefiting from the game sense that I have accumulated.
All right, how about you, Baki?
Probably ult management, cause I come from ranked, and I just have to press Q whenever it pops up. Like it's a big glowing button, so why not? But now that my ult actually matters, and everyone else's gameplay on the line, I'm a little more reserved with it.
All right, Tarakton.
Oh, yeah, what? Now you're prick. I'm sorry.
No worries. The question is, how have you improved as a player on the team while being on Praxis?
I guess it has more to do be more conscious about what's going on the mayor because while I am saying that I am still a Ryan one trick, I am still a little bit flexible than before. And I try to pay attention to the mayor. I try to break down my like how I understand the composition because like last season I was still in Discord for beer pressure, but I was like barely diamond. But right now I'm like 3,400 and that so I'm
Wow.
more driven to learn about it.
Yeah, he's been climbing.
Hey, that's great. And I mean, I feel like we all have that one hero that we kind of stick to. So even though people look at being a one trick as kind of like this bad word, so to speak, I think that especially if you're working with a team, there's always kind of that benefit that goes with that. So thank you so much. DNA.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Jeez. I feel like I am a flexible player, but I don't know. I need to learn my game sense a little more. Like I'm a little bit like the opposite of Deegan, but I have a little bit of game sense. I would like to hope so. But mine's just mastering the characters at this point, like just getting them down to a fine point
Mm-hmm.
and knowing when to do what, right? So I think I think it's helped to be in a league though, right? Because this is not last. This was the season before, like when I wasn't in Trank. I was a gold player. I was like Deegan, and I was just chilling, playing ranked, blaming my team for everything, right? But then I got some coaching from my team before, and this team especially, and I've just been climbing the rank ladder. Like now I'm 3.2, and it's so much different than being a diva who thinks he should have eaten something and a diva who can eat something. You know what I mean? And it's just fun.
All
And
right.
flexing on your bronze friends is fun.
Can definitely understand that. Why don't you, Gizmo, the next question? Why don't you pose that to the GM?
All right, so Mammoth, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some words that you're going to say the first thing that comes to your mind.
Oh, you are way ahead. That's not where I'm at. Yeah. I was gonna ask how has the team grown?
Introduction, dude.
Spoilers.
Okay.
All together. My apologies. There you go, Gizmo. We're working out all the kinks, folks. This is the first episode.
All right, so now so there's a question for you. How do you see the team's grown since you guys started?
I'm pretty sure, like they said, like they all came from rank, just looking for a team to just play on and just have an environment where they could play, practice, and that's what I'm also looking for. I want to, be an environment where I could help people out, because that's how I became a coach and a GM. Is just I wanted to start a team and help people out. I think it's just fun overall to just have a team and have control over your own team. I think that's the fun of it also. And yeah, I think the fun of it overall is just knowing that your teams are getting better, and because they're getting better, your team can get better, and it's just you could just try improving your standings in our matches.
I'm just gonna throw myself outbound. I don't like Railmaker.
Well, we all have that hero we don't hate.
In that case, can I throw DNA out of bounds? Because I don't like him either.
I only think I'm good at with Railmaker is shooting warning shots.
Just so you know, I'm here. Bang, 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 bang. All right.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go down the list one more time. And one thing that we many times as a caster, we always focus on like the big plays, like the Rhine Shatters or the big Nano Blades or stuff like that. But very many times teams will have kind of those those underrated or unsung players that don't get a lot of the spotlight. So going down the list, starting with Mammoth Gamer, who do you feel is the most underrated player on your team?
I would say either Woody or Deegan because they're support players and they don't really get big flashy plays unlike tanks and DPS.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that like a huge transcendence or a huge beat or something like that could just turn around a fight and just carry the entire team is just a game changing. Like if you're playing in this current meta where it's like May Reaper or like Summer Reaper and you know having these big beats to counter these EMPs or these May ults and stuff like that, it's just absolutely massive and it just carries teams.
All right, moving down the list, Danae? Or Deegan, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go along with what Moss said. Obviously, me, definitely criminally underrated at this point.
Okay, dude.
Sort of the hard carry, really. Like,
Okay, dude.
I'm basically just out there 1v6ing. You know, I think I've racked up somewhere around 5 environmental kills to my transcendence or my to my whatever it's called, tranquility. There we go. I can speak, by the way. I do occasionally do that thing. So I've got around 5 environmental kills and tranquility, which have all been pretty significant as far as team fights go. So yeah, it's really just me. I'm kind of just popping off in every way imaginable. So yeah.
Well, we've never been about humility here,
Dude,
so
I
no
boosted
worries.
it, I boosted it,
Yeah.
Let's do
Baki.
it now.
I'd probably say Dine. You know, he's their off tank, so he's like our most consistent player. He's the one who plays his role like 24/7 beside their supports.
Okay.
And besides eating ults as Diva, you can kind of just go under the radar for how much you're really doing for the team. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's definitely understandable. All right, how about you, Teractin?
And the question is about who's the most underrated player, correct?
That is correct. On your team.
Well, honestly, it's everyone has the potential to really pull in clutch, so I'm not quite sure. But I think teammate that is not here right now would be our main support, Woody. I feel like he is a little bit underrated when it comes to the level of clutches he can pull off with anti-grenade or how fast he gets certain ultimates.
All right, I can definitely understand that. All right, and last but not least, TNA.
I would say Deegan, but Deegan gets enough hype as it is, and he's like super. He's got an ego, my friend. You gotta flash.
Wait, you sound like super. I agree.
Except you don't have the rank to you can calm you down with your rank. But no, I would say, oh, that's a bit hard choice. I would say Baki's, what's it called? Baki's DPS, not just his tank,
True.
like because he's flexible. Like yes, he has the Reaper ults where he just gets it and like decides to pop it without me telling him. He does. Yeah. You can sleep on him, and it's not always a good thing if you sleep on him.
I'm gonna add on to that. Yeah, Baki is like he's like a Chipsa when it comes to DPS. He is a secret like reverse sweep weapon. Like against
say Chips is that good, my friend.
He's a secret weapon.
Hey now. You feel the break.
All I'm gonna say is I'm out here getting compared to Super, and Baki's out here getting compared to Chips. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but
okay, one of those players has a 100% win rate, so just saying.
All right. Well, I'm actually, since we actually planned a lot fewer questions tonight because we thought we were going to have most of your team here. But I am going to throw another one to all of you to answer for tonight. So we're in stage 2. You've played a lot of matches, whether it be scrims outside or the playable matches for the Tranquility community. What would you say, starting again with Mammoth, is the biggest play you've seen done by a member of your team this season?
Oh, like in scrims and anything?
In scrims and anything. Anytime during Season 5.
Okay, hold on. I need to like pause in the game for just to think about this, dude.
Oh, hey, I coincidentally hit a headshot just when you said that. Funny.
Ooh, big plays, big plays.
Hey,
This one, I gotta pass it on until I could get a final answer because that one's actually kind of rough, and that's
Okay.
kind of tough.
No worries.
Oh, I got this one.
Deegan, you got something?
Yeah. Okay. So pretty
no.
recent scrim actually. It was the other day. We were on Busan in downtown, where there's that environmental kill by the metro. So Woody, our off support or flex support player, got dove by both their tanks, their Monkey Pop Primal and everything.
Oh, it was ego.
But I noticed that neither of them had their movement abilities, so I moved them both off the map, saved Woody, saved the team fight.
Ooh, wow.
Kind of just hard
His
carry there.
ego.
This is what the BeatDrop's all about, folks. We find out how the team really is. All right, how about you, Baki?
Oh, dude. I don't know, dude. I gotta pass too.
All right, we can come back to you. Tracton, biggest play that you've seen a member of your team or yourself do in this season?
Let's see. I think honestly, it's not because I have a big ego, even though that's the case. Only play that I remember that really sticks out is the Shatter on King's Road. It was I can't remember which team it was.
COT
but
spots, I think.
managed playing the five
I think it was Buzz, yeah.
man Shatter.
Wow. Those shatters are really. I love getting huge shatters as a Ryan player myself. It makes you feel good.
I'm telling you right now, if he is the play-by-play, you gotta hear him just shout out when the shatter happens.
Yeah,
Huge shatter.
that's all I'm about. I'm all about the fat shatters. DNA.
Well, we're all going for ourselves. I want to go for myself, but I know I shouldn't have a big ego.
You do whatever you want. There are no
want
rules here. No rules.
So I would say some of the boop kills that Deegan gets are pretty clutch. But once again, we're not boosting his ego.
You're just boosting my SR. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay, that's true. What's it called? Geez, this is such a hard question because everyone does like things that are good. Like they click Q, they get 4Ks, they get 5Ks, they get 6Ks. You know, they click Q and do something good.
Well,
we
it
played
doesn't
enough
even
together.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be the big plays like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
somebody getting like a back cap or something like that when the rest of the team isn't.
Okay, yeah. No, I would say Baki pulled off a beautiful back cap. It was Junkertown. We only had half of our what's it called? Half of the
team,
capped, right? They decided to spawn hold. Little did they know Baki was on the point and capped it all. He capped the whole thing. Now it was scrims, but it was pretty sick.
Hey, that's good.
Baki, that reminds me of mine because it was the full point on Havana first. So I respect the back cap right there, Baki.
All right, back to you, man.
Thinking about it now, I think it's from one of our ex-players and our ex-captain, Grayleap. He's currently on the roster, but he recently just left just because of school and all that other personal stuff.
Understandable.
But it was on Voskaya. I think it was our first match in Trank League, or I think it was. I'm not sure if it was our first or second, but it was definitely one of our wins where it was literally like 2v6 on Voskaya last point. They were like, they had to cap a tick or two to win it. And he comes in with a huge like 4K blade and he turns the fight around and then we full hold them on that second point and we just win the entire map.
Wow. Those big plays definitely, not only can they just like shut down a push itself, but can really kind of play those mind games as well. And it looks like that's exactly what happened. Baki, I think you were the only one that we have left there. Do you have any plays that come to mind?
I didn't want to feed his ego, but in our last match, we were on last point Hollywood, and I think our tanks had died, and I was Ash in the back of the point, just peppering in shots, dude. But I had to go touch cart. So, but thankfully, dude, our Mercy player Deegan over here, he touches cart, somehow redded the tank, and then I never have to touch it. I get a free mob, dude.
Nice.
You know, dude, just looking out for the little guy. I appreciate that.
All right, so just so everybody knows, Deegan is
I
the
only
big
won the
carry.
game by 20 points. Don't worry about it.
Just joking, but
He can do it in scrims, but not in comp.
No, the more you keep talking me up, the better I'm doing.
All right, Gizmo, you want to go ahead and start us off on where we were gonna go?
Yes.
earlier.
Okay. So now we're gonna do the word association. So I'm gonna say a word, and then we're just gonna go down the line like we've been doing, and you're going to say the first thing that comes to your mind. All right. So first word is our favorite character to always see, no matter what map it is, or if it's scrims or not. Bastion.
Okay, wait. What do we like? What type of any word?
First
Any
word that
word,
comes
first
to
thing that
mind.
comes to mind.
Immediate.
Meta.
Specialize.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moth.
All right.
That,
Mine is moth. Just moth.
Mine would be
Okay. Okay. So me, I guess. Okay.
comp or meta.
I'm with Deegan. It's
Bash
moth.
is always Bastion meta.
Yeah. Okay.
What the hell was that, Deacon? Or dinner?
I was trying to get someone in the other ring.
All right.
It's always a goal.
how about
So,
you,
That's
Teractin?
the dumbest thing I ever heard.
I think. Wait, is it
I've
Baki's
been
turn?
crapping your teammate.
Yeah, Baki. What's the
Oh,
first
yeah.
word that comes when you hear Bastion?
Moth. Man
Moth.
as a gamer.
Sounds like they're trying to make a statement.
Yeah, I
here.
see. I see now why
Yeah.
Mammoth says specialized.
Yeah.
All right,
It's kind of a
Tracton.
secret.
What about you? What comes to your mind when you hear Bastion?
Just someone to charge.
There's the right one trick right there.
Hey, as long as you're close enough, it works every time.
Works
And
every time, half
finally-
the time.
DNA. What about you?
Mine would either be meta or moth.
Meta or Martha? Okay. All right. The next word, battalion.
Oh,
PDK.
that one is just
Ooh.
the word. I would just say hard question mark. Like, that's just a question mark.
All right.
All right. Deegan.
Or Claude. That's gonna be boobs.
Okay.
Okay. Baki.
Respect.
Okay.
All right. Tracton.
What?
When you hear battalion, what's the first word that comes to mind?
PDK or capital.
Oh goodness.
And DNA.
Mine would be PDK or it would be coulda.
Get right, Deacon. Get
It
right,
could have been,
Deacon.
but it didn't.
All right.
All right.
Well, it looks like we know who we're looking out for from Praxis on the side of battalion there. I feel like that name gets so much attention though. So
Oh yeah,
Um,
there's just a couple of
100%.
those, in Discord that get so much attention.
that's true.
All right.
That should
Now-
be me.
Barbados.
Damn. All I know is my good friend like Squid on that team is the GM, I believe, of that team. I don't really have anything that comes to my mind besides fish when I hear Barbados and like squid, to be honest.
I'm thinking of
Right. Deegan.
I'm thinking dubs.
Oh, shots
Nice.
fired!
Yeah.
Humble and like toxic, dude. Like
All right, Baki.
It's not toxic. If I'm just mid-
I think their off-team player, Viet Goni, no me. I don't know. how to say it.
Vietnamese.
Yeah, dude, we actually used to team together, so I'm
Oh.
excited.
oh,
All
that's
right.
interesting actually.
Little history right there. Tracton, what about you?
What's the question again?
What do you think when you hear the word Barbados?
Pirates.
I mean,
I
they
I
ain't
mean,
wrong. They ain't wrong.
I'm with you. I was thinking, as soon, honestly, when Jack brought that as one of the ones, I was like, wait,
Yeah, like fish, dude.
are we in Pirates of the Caribbean now? DNA? What about
mine
you?
would be- it would either be who.
Oh,
dude.
snap.
Ooh, man.
It's just like I don't know. They're new to the league. Don't know who they are. But
Yeah.
Also who?
Yeah, we have a lot of new ones, but Barbados has been kind of making a name for themselves. So, well, I guess we shall see. They are in your pool after all, hence why some of these names were picked. Let's go ahead and move to a more friendly name you might know from a couple of commercials this gentleman has done for this community. NPC.
I got an easy answer for that.
All right.
Father, dude. He's like the father of like, I don't know. He's just so friendly. So I would just say like father, dad. Yeah.
All right, Deegan.
See, my first thoughts when I hear the word NPC are just Lucio when he gets hacked, but in this particular scenario, I think I'm just gonna have to go with the meme.
All right.
Wait, okay.
Respect.
Father, so many
Baki.
memes.
Yeah, first time in this league, so I don't really know him that well. So the first thing my mind thought was Skyrim.
Oh, all right. I would imagine that's probably where NPC comes from. I would imagine. Tracton.
Stop shooting.
Tracton, when you think about the word NPC, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
Is skateboard the picture? But
Oh,
the one
yeah.
where it's a skateboard hat and well, also it's Reinhardt and Undead Battery.
Oh, that's right. Undead Battery, Tranquility Hammer. Yep, every commercial that, and
Yep.
pretty much everything he's been a part of. All right, DNA. Last but not least.
Dallas Fuel.
Ooh.
I don't know, but I
Yeah.
just every time I hear him, I envision the picture of him with the Dallas Fuel shirt on.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we love him all the same. All right, Gizmo, take it away.
All right. Now I can already probably guess what Deegan's going to say to this one, but
Oh God.
GG easy.
Okay, dude. Not gonna lie. Okay, this is toxic, but Steel Team Spuds. They were our easiest win this entire season.
Ooh, shots fired. Hope you don't see him in the
Yeti.
playoffs.
All right. Deegan.
I'm gonna have to say your mom.
Oh, Nelly.
We won't
Yeah, I bet you
specify
thought that would
whose
come.
mom Deegan is talking about there. But goodness gracious.
All right. Baki.
Oh,
I'm scared to ask Baki now. Baki, GG easy. What comes to mind?
The Lijiang Tower. Oh,
Ooh.
All right. Favorite map right there.
Leak. There's a leak.
Okay.
leaking strike.
Tracton, what about you? What comes to mind when you hear GG easy?
Reinhardt.
Low self-esteem, bad ego, insecure.
ooh.
Like it. All right. DNA.
It's just me after a comp game, man.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Can I say, as someone who, so all of my casting I do on PC, but I actually play Overwatch on console. When I found out that typing GG easy types all those other like sayings and stuff, I fucking died, man.
I think they recently took it out of the game.
Did they take it out completely?
They took it out.
I just recently used that too. That's surprising.
No, that thing is my favorite.
I thought that was so funny that you type GG easy and then it's just like this. Oh, mom
Perfectly
told me that it's
punctuated,
time to go to bed. I was just like, oh, I would die from that. That's so incredible. All right, one last one.
Last but not least, Flying Lions.
Good friends.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Deegan?
they're a scrim partner, so yeah,
I was gonna say that
100%.
with partners.
I believe you
Yeah.
just faced them this week, didn't you?
Yeah,
This is accurate.
I mean he lost unfortunately, but
Almost a map 5.
Ooh.
yeah.
close.
Oh, because of that one clutch res by some obscure Mercy player.
Okay, dude.
we won't name any names, Deegan.
Wait, what?
I heard they
Oh.
were like really good and just like handsome and generally just like really just great at everything. And like we're smart.
All right, Baki.
Rivals, dude.
Oh, we
always good to have
got
them.
friends and rivals, frenemies, if you will.
Oh, there's a platform.
Tracton, what about you? What do you think when you hear flying lions?
About what, to be clear?
Like, what's the word that comes to mind when you hear that?
Rhine.
I mean,
Alright.
a charging Rhine with the traditional skin could be seen as a flying lion. I'm just saying.
Yeah. DNA.
Oh, I don't know. I want to say scrum partner, but at the same time, I want to say rivals.
Oh, so
Because
Go
they're
ahead.
like frenemies at this point. They're like
Mm.
close, but like, you know, far away at the same time.
I see. All right. So now we're going to head into the team superlatives. If you don't know what a superlative is, it's a word that is used to describe kind of the ultimate of something. So if someone is like, so if someone would say like the biggest bragger or someone who has the biggest head, maybe we might already have a name on the chopping block, but that is not a question we're asking tonight. So for our first team superlative, going down the list, who is the loudest member of your team? And we mean volume-wise. So, having to always ask them to calm down, turn down the volume of their mic, stuff like that. Who is the loudest member of your team?
I think that one's kind of easy. Direct. Yeah, because... Yeah, I would say direct.
I
I
gotta
think
agree,
you're all
he's
probably
just-
so supportive.
Deegan?
I gotta agree with Tarek. He's always just out there calling out everything from the front line, and he's letting us know what it is.
Yeah, he's...
Loud, but in a good way. I love it. Baki?
Yeah, it's Taract.
Tracton, do you agree with the names thrown at you so far?
Yeah, it's me.
All right. How about you, DNA?
I would say tracked. I can't not hear the Torb's on me. Get him off me.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, he has such an iconic voice. Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
And I have him turned up all the way, so it's like the only voice I hear. So.
Gotcha. Big hammer versus tiny hammer. It's a really big deal. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Tiny for lots
You
of-
want to take the next one, Gizmo?
Yeah. All right. Who is the parent of the team?
Oh, that's just an easy me, dude. Me, Mammoth. That's just easy. I
Deegan.
have to babysit all these kids.
I actually, for a very similar reason, I'm gonna say it's me.
Okay, dude.
Wow.
We got mom and dad in the room.
No, I think we're fighting for the head of the household now.
Oh yeah, this is for man of the house exclusively.
Oh man.
Well, you're getting a vote right here now. So. Unless we don't pick you, and then we got three right around me.
All right, Baki. What about you?
I'm gonna go with. He's technically just left the team, but I would still go with Leap. He's like the dad who sits in the corner when everyone else is just fighting, dude. All the kids are just arguing with each other. And he's just laughing and having a great time. Like,
Is anyone else not loaded in?
No, it's invisible.
Alright.
We're all invisible this game.
Tracton. Who's the parent of the team?
Who's the what?
The
The
parent.
parent.
What the hell's going on?
Bro, everyone's invisible. Oh, I'll make it Widow 1v1, don't worry.
Anyway, sorry, what was the question?
Who is the parent of the team?
Who is the parent?
Yeah.
honestly, there's the real pair of the team, but I would say the most chill might have to be someone like either Bach or Diggin.
All right. DNA.
I would have to say, I would say Moth and Deegan are like tied for me because I do rant a lot to Deegan and he just takes it just takes it all. And then Moth calms everyone down. Like they do a good well together. Like they are a parenting force.
Dina, Dina, like I am basically a parent, just abusive one because I keep yelling at you.
Oh man!
but like mostly me, right? Like mostly.
We
me,
would
right?
just
like,
we just want to be specific so the tallies are in the right spot, right? Okay.
yeah. You know,
All right. All right. Here's a big one that here's where blame can be thrown around. Who is the biggest feeder of your team?
Deegan. No one needs to answer this question. He will call it out. He will say, I'm doing Lucio things. That's it.
Fuck, kill me.
You don't need to ask everyone one-on-one. It's just Deegan.
Not even a second out of my mouth. Oh man. Deegan, do you agree that you're the biggest feeder of your team?
Well, so there's this idea of feeding that comes from feeding the enemy's ult charge. See, I play Lucio as somewhat of a tank out in the front lines, which some might see as feeding, but I'm more of a dodge tank, so they don't really get ult charge off of our shooting.
Okay.
Contrarily, though, Tor is our aggressive main tank difference Reinhardt, and because of that, the enemy gets a lot of ult charge off of him, and so do we. So I'm gonna have to say Tor is the biggest feeder, but it's not necessarily in the worst way. It makes a lot of space for the team, but as a support player, it's hard. It's pretty stressful keeping him up when he goes for these big main tank difference plays.
Okay.
It's hard when you're on the other side of the map, isn't it, Deegan?
I just want to clarify.
Well, it's easier when their Widow is dead, isn't it?
It's hard to keep someone alive when you're in their backline.
It's Deegan's
Orange
solution.
one.
I'm not giving my support to side the attack. I'm not doing my job.
All right, Baki, who is the biggest feeder on your team?
It's Deegan.
Oh my gosh.
Like, there'll be times when I dive and I'm going deep, and then I just see Deegan 5 miles ahead of me, dude.
You guys
It
are
sounds
so
like he's got the ego
exaggerating,
for it, though.
dude.
All right, Tracton,
Yep,
biggest feeder
Sorry,
of your team.
I am.
Hey, you owned up to it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you're a bigger man than Deegan.
No, okay.
Oh, I die a lot. It's just make sure it's worth it.
Bigger feeder than Deegan, I think is what you meant to say.
All right, DNA.
So there's different ways of feeding. There's as
I feel like we've
Deegan
already heard
said,
this before.
right? So I would say Tor or Deegan, but I would say Tor does it indirectly because like we'll say we're backing up, but we won't say it loud enough, so he doesn't hear, so it's not his fault. So he's not true. Like he's feeding, but it's not his fault.
Gotcha.
And then
No,
I would say
ignore
Deegan says, "Oh, I'm feeding. Oh wait, no, I'm just doing Lucio things in their backline. Sometimes he'll get boop kills. Sometimes he'll be on Anubis, and there won't be any boop kills. He'll just be feeding.
Okay.
So
And sometimes we'll be on the Paul Shrine and I'm stalling the objective for a whole minute while the entire team gets to reset.
yeah, it's a sometimes. It's a sometimes.
He's
So
on
I
a
like-
wild card. He'll either pop off or he'll feed, dude. Like,
Oh no, he won't pop off. He'll just be there for a while.
all the salt comes out on the BeatDrop, folks. All right, you want to take the next one there, Gizmo?
Yeah, sure. All right. So, who on the team has the most interesting hobby?
Ooh.
We don't know him much.
Yeah, we don't know anything much outside of like personalized, but like, I don't know. I don't really know much of the people outside besides like the team and professional environment, to be honest.
Okay.
But I guess like I could share like my own things. Like I guess I like cosplaying and stuff. It's like
My man.
me.
Nothing wrong with that.
I cosplay a little too, so I'm with you on that. Okay.
nice.
All right, Deegan.
I'm gonna have to go with Taurus hobby of eating only goldfish for 2 days and then stuffing himself with the whole Domino's pizza. I really just admire that about him. Like, he has the mental fortitude as well as just the physical ability to flourish on that diet, and I envy him for it. So yeah,
Wait, who?
Tor. We just had this discussion.
Ah,
Not too long ago.
true. He feeds and also feeds on others.
And eats. And he eats.
Yeah. Hey, nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with being hungry, as we've talked about tonight.
Fair enough.
Baki.
Well, probably Dine again. Like, he plays guitar, and that's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Or he's learning guitar.
Yeah, it's fun. My finger bun this morning. Nice.
Right. He'll know
Says
Despacito by the end of the season.
Oh God, no.
Stay still for a moment.
Hey, it's
Special-
a very slow learn, so you should be able to do it.
Oh
Spe-
God, yeah, no.
Special
No,
concert
I'm-
from
I'm-
DNA at the Discord playoffs.
For those of you who don't
No.
understand my little
No, if
pun
you want
right
a
there,
concert, go to Wolven. I don't know if he's banned or not, but he can play the guitar. Yeah.
for those who don't know, Despacito in Spanish is slow down.
Slow.
So that was the joke. All right, Tracton, what about
Wait,
you?
what?
What's the most interesting hobby one of your teammates has?
Okay, sorry. Get wrecked, mammoth.
We have a spicy game going on here, folks. Can't interrupt.
Get wrecked, dinner. Sorry, give me a moment.
Yep.
I never.
Nope.
Oh, you gotta go until he dies.
What the?
Wait, Tor's coughing.
Oh my!
Here,
Why
let
do
me
our
get,
main
let me get a
teams
good
do so
angle.
well?
Let me get a good angle on this. Ooh.
No way! He's actually aimbotting.
Why do our main tanks do good on Widow?
DNA,
No, wait.
why don't you go ahead and go while we're waiting for? Ah, never mind. So
Can we
close.
report mammoth?
You started to doubt him, dude. What are you doing?
Anyway, sorry. What was the question?
So,
So
what's the most interesting hobby one of your teammates has?
Let's see. I would say it seems like I honestly don't pay attention to hobbies. I guess the guy's a hobby of yelling at me wherever I go out of position. So I'll just say that.
All right,
all right.
Fair.
very fair.
That's my game sense there.
All right, DNA, what about you?
I would probably say Moth, just because like I live in a more sporty environment, like world to me, like, and cosplaying is a little out of it. So I mean, cosplaying is pretty cool. I don't do it myself, but I think that's if that you like.
Wait,
this
sorry,
hobby,
I heard
it's
cos.
like it's a different hobby.
Will,
and
will you cosplay for your Despacito performance?
God
or?
no.
Sure.
No.
I would really love it if like Sombra sang me Despacito while playing guitar.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Dude, I'll buy the costume.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll pay power.
We'll start a fundraiser.
Jeez.
I could do that to Ract.
Fun,
100%.
yeah. I'll do it if Moth does the if Moth.
Oh,
does
yeah,
the
100%.
cosplay, I'll do the thing. But no, the other weird hobby would be Deegan in their backline. Just
Oh,
going in the backline.
I was waiting for
He's alt tracking in the backline.
Ah, makes sense. Totally makes sense.
Well, it's a lot easier to know what ults they have when they're looking over their shoulder, or when they use them all on you.
All right. So I feel like we might know the answer to this question at this point, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Who is the sideshow of your team? So the person that will do anything for attention.
Me or Deegan? Me or Deegan?
Okay. Deegan?
Okay, yeah.
Earth to Deegan.
Yeah. So, as far as like, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what Moss talking about with me being the sideshow. I'm the main event, obviously. As far as my sideshow, Dine occasionally does, things in the background. So I guess he's sort of the backup. I guess he's sort of the sideshow while I'm out, popping off in the main event, in the front of the.
Yeah, no, I'll eat the grabs while you just dance around in the back line. Don't worry.
All right, Baki.
Yeah, it's probably Mod. Like,
Okay.
we come up with a lot of weird strats and rotation, some of which might involve Bastion. So,
Like,
you know,
Hey, Bastion's a playable hero. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there.
Well,
Just because you picked him on the
he's,
hero
he's
select screen,
playable. Is he
doesn't mean they're
viable?
playable.
He may be playable, but is he viable?
I don't know. Works in my plat games all the time. So.
Very true.
All right, Teractin.
Who is the biggest what?
Who is the sideshow of your team? So someone that will do anything to get attention from people.
Let's see. Maybe myself, because I have a big ego. I have big ego and I'm proud. Well, not really, but I just like attention, Reinhardt. I like making flashy play. I like being aggressive. I like being the playmaker. So I guess that's why I would say that I like attention the most.
All right.
I want praise. I want compliments. Stroke my ego. Moth does not give me praise.
All right. Tough acting indeed. DNA, last but not least.
Okay, yeah, I would say Deegan is a main event, and Moth just comes up with the sideshow bits to get the attention away from Deegan. But then when Moth gets the attention, it's back to Deegan being a sideshow, you know?
All right.
I guess.
They're sideshows for each other's main events.
Yeah, me and Dean are kind of similar, where we have dumb moments, but we have like big brain stuff, analyzing plays and stuff like that, dude.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's
you
the
guys
game stuff.
gotta get a lot of the attention though, because you guys are the brain.
That's true.
board.
We're also saying the most important things, though. so-
Sometimes you're not.
yeah, like, but it
okay.
is stuff that matters.
Okay, well, for those who've gotten this far in the video, if you already don't know the answer to this one, I'm pretty sure we all do, and you all can say it at the same time if you want. Who is the super of your team?
It's
Not
Deegan.
Deegan. It's not Deegan. Don't worry.
Correct.
Yeah, actually, Torak. too.
Like, wait,
Yeah.
super in terms of like what? In terms of what?
Super as in terms of ego.
Oh,
'Cause
hey,
let's
look,
be
I got
honest-
playing the game. Check this out. Look at it.
No.
Oh,
No, dude.
And there you have it, folks.
Deegan has Super's personality, but Tarak has Super's playstyle. Like,
Ooh.
when Tarak's playing Ryan, he just feels dominant. Like,
True.
I like bending people with a
Yeah.
hammer.
When we want to try and go for, when we want to try and complete a sweep or reverse sweep, Tarek is the one.
All right. Well, thank you so much to Praxis for joining us this evening. We're going to conclude with our final event, as is tradition here on the BeatDrop, the Server Kick Trivia. If you haven't heard of this before, it is basically we ask a trivia question, and the first person to buzz in, which you buzz in by saying your name, gets to answer the question. If you get that answer to the question right,
All I
you
have to
get
say-
to kick somebody out.
All I have to say is poor Mammoth Gamer.
Oh my god. Well,
Wait,
you don't know what we're
what?
gonna ask yet, so I'm just saying Mammoth might have the pocket on that one. But if you get the answer wrong, then you are kicked out of the lobby, and the last remaining member of the team gets to help us close out. So, so we have some interesting questions. This is Overwatch pseudo unknown trivia, or not commonly known trivia. We had to dig a little bit to find this stuff. It might be common knowledge to some people, but at least to myself and Gizmo, it was not stuff we knew off the top of our heads for most of them. So we'll throw you a softball that might help out, since if you're paying attention to Overwatch League, this is something that came out.
Ooh.
So other than Torbjorn, who else did the devs teach to wall climb?
DNA. It's Orisa.
DNA is correct. Who we kicking?
Deegan.
Oh, brother!
Oh, Deegan, how the
Deegan, all I have to say is get rolled.
how the how the mighty fall so quickly. Deegan, do you have any final words?
Well, they say pride goeth before the fall, so as long as I hold on to my pride, I'll never fall.
Alrighty, well,
Alright.
thank you so much for joining us, Deegan. Have a good night.
Absolutely, you're welcome.
All right, and then there were 4. All right, so let's go ahead and kick it up a notch, shall we?
Oh, yeah.
Before Reinhardt's Hammer Down was solidified, so the Earth Shatter Ultimate was solidified by the Blizzard team, what other ultimate did they throw around in development to give Reinhardt?
Wait, what if we get it wrong?
If you get it wrong, you get kicked.
You're getting kicked.
I'm scared.
This is a hard one.
I feel like I know it, but
I got ideas of what it would be, but
You
I
can
don't know if it's right.
You
but I
can
don't
give
want
it a shot.
I think Tor should answer this one.
5, 4, 3,
3.
2, 1. All right, so nobody out this round. Based on what we read, it was essentially very similar to the cinematic, throwing their hammer like Thor throws Mjolnir. So
Does he spin it
Reinhardt
and
would
fly?
essentially throw it in front of him. It would fly in an oval shape and come back to him like a boomerang.
That's sick. Does he spin it
that'd
and
be
fly?
nice.
I'm not. We didn't see like a visual of it. It was just that's how they described it, was that it was thrown like Thor. So, all right,
Let me get the next one.
go ahead.
All right, so everyone loves the map Hanamura, and everyone loves destroying the arcade machines. But
How many
can
are
you name me 2 of the 4 arcade
Oh my
games
God.
that are in Hanamura's arcade
there? Does
shop?
it do the claw machines count?
Yes.
No. Huh? Yep, if you know the name.
Okay, I don't know the name. I'm just asking.
Oh, dude.
Oh no, I don't pay attention to detail. I play on low graphics.
Sure.
Oh no, dude. I know one of them. I can't remember the other.
Oh, I don't know
Well,
any
you
of
can
them.
try for one. You can get the one and then try for a second one.
Okay, dude. I'll give it.
I
a
mean,
go.
we'll
I'll
be
give it a go.
honest. The claw machine doesn't actually have a name, so
Yeah, I was just gonna say Pachamari thing, the jigger.
I mean,
It's like
Okay,
it doesn't
isn't-
count, but. Like, it
I
doesn't
mean,
have a name.
we're willing to fudge the rules a little bit if somebody's willing to answer.
I think
Alright, I'll
Baki
give it
said
a
he
Baki.
would.
Baki.
Baki, what you got?
Okay. Isn't one of them like VP's Adventure or something?
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
I
I'll
want-
take a Saharna. Oh, actually, I can't. That's
Is that one of them? It's not one
I
of the
think
ones
so.
I have listed.
I think
Somebody
that is.
Is that
one
is
of
that is that the Busan Computer Arcade, or is that the Hanamura Arcade?
that?
Because that's two
Ooh.
different ones. That's two
That's
different
the Busan.
arcades.
I'm pretty sure that's the Busan.
Yeah, that might be Busan. All right, Baki, you want to try to get another one at least in here?
I don't know, dude. Ice hockey.
All right,
Okay, so you have Super Sage Mode 3, The Lost Viking 6, Pachamari Claw Machine. So, you could have went with that. Or Fighters of the Storm.
Fighters of
Oh,
the Storm.
dude, I should've
so
thought
because
that.
all the games are based off of some kind of Blizzard game, just not directly named after them. Baki, thank you so much for giving it a shot, but we gotta say goodbye. Any last words?
MTD.
MTD indeed. Bye bye. All right, and then there were 3. I feel like we gotta make this a little easier. Maybe these questions were a little too tough. All right. So if you pay attention to the cinematics, the comics, stuff like that, you might know the answer to this question. How many grandchildren, not children, grandchildren, does Torbjorn have?
Oh no.
Dude,
DNA.
Torbjorn.
DNA.
Does he have?
27. I think about 20 seconds.
Ooh, don't give any answers there, Dracton.
I was gonna say 3. Wait. I'm gonna say
Is that,
3.
is that your
Give
final
us-
answer?
give us
I'm
your-
way wrong.
What
It's
is
like
what is your final answer there, DNA?
30.
Ooh, so not close. I mean, Torb does have a lot of kids, but Torb only has 8 grandkids. So
That is
3, so I was
so-
wrong no matter what.
He was so close
DNA.
there.
Any last words?
Your grabs will taste delicious.
All right, that's a shout out to all the teams, and this kick is indeed delicious right there. And then there were 2, Mammoth Gamer and Terractin. So we will do this. The closest to this number, will get the answer. Oh, we'll get to kick the other. We'll go with that.
Okay. All right.
How many voice lines in the game of Overwatch were available in the game on release? Now that includes that's not just the voice lines you can purchase or use with your character. That's all the voice lines in the game. So every time a character interacts, every time a character notices something, anything.
Okay. I'm Mammoth Gamer, dude. I'm just gonna say a random number.
Okay.
I'm gonna put in something like, let me think. Am I allowed to ask for a hint? How many characters are there in the game too?
I mean, at the time of release, I don't remember exactly how many were.
I think it was like 19. I think
19 or 20, something like that, on release. But I don't think that's going to give you a lot of help in terms of how many voice lines are in the game, though.
I'm gonna guess 730.
730. Okay.
Yeah.
How about
So-
you, Tracton? Do you feel that it is higher than that or lower than that?
Just to make sure I understand the question, is total voice line of every single character when it comes to interaction, abilities, cooldowns,
Yep,
everything?
everything. So even the
Yes.
ones that you can't control that are in the game that were in the game on release.
So the voice lines that you unlock does not count.
Well, no, that's
No,
part
those
of it,
counted.
but there are
That's part of
many
it.
others. There are several others.
So wait, so does it?
Yes, they do count. There are many. So Mammoth guessed you said 730, correct?
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna put in something like 1,200.
all right, 1,200. And survey says around 7,000 voice lines
Oh my
were
god.
in the game Overwatch on release.
Damn.
7,000. So Mammoth Gamer,
that was just
that is a mammoth fail right there, unfortunately, and we gotta let you go. Any last words?
I'm just gonna say good luck to Barbados. It's a rough week for us. Our scrims haven't been the greatest, but we'll find a way to get there. So good luck, Barbados and Battalion.
All right, well,
So did I win?
we will see how that goes, indeed. And Terracton, you're the winner of Server Kick Trivia. How do you feel?
Satisfied. I finally won something that's smart for once.
Well, we
It
are...
keeps destroying me as well, making duels. Oh god, stop, I got that prick.
Well, we are so glad to have you with us here at the end. Thank you so much to all of you tuning in to watch this. Again, I know that this was a long time coming. Y'all have been asking for us to get these back up and running, and we finally have. So we've got plenty more down the pike, so be sure to stay tuned in. I don't think we have a regular night as of this moment scheduled for them, but... just keep tuned in. Anytime we have a cast, it will come after that. So with that being said, that's it from us here at the Beat Drop. I'm Captain Jack.
I'm Gizmo Charmander.
And thank you so much to Terracton. The Victor, any last words you want to say before we sign off?
Praxis is pretty good team. but I am better than everyone else in the league when it comes to Reinhardt.
Ooh. And
Shattering that competition with them words.
Ooh, all the Reinhardt's going to be coming for you now. Thank you so much, folks. We'll see y'all next time.
Let's drop the beat.